There we are on Brunch with Brian. Good morning. How are you today? And today it's actually National Tell an Old Joke Day. So I don't tell a lot of jokes per se. I might say a funny comment here or there if it arises, but I don't tell a lot of jokes. However, I'm going to tell you that I want you to use a joke in your normal call, on your normal calls. So on your opening call, your closing call, and your deal meeting, those are your three opportunities to talk to most sellers or buyers. And any other time you're trying to build rapport for anybody, with anybody, humor can be a great way to do it. I used to work with another speaker who would tell these jokes before he'd just start off at the beginning of after every break and tell a couple of jokes. And sometimes they were good and sometimes they weren't, but it got people smiling, and that can be a plus. And I really think it's a huge plus for you on the phone. If you have a sort of a skeptical seller, if you can say something that makes them smile or even makes them chuckle, that's a huge step forward in your relationship. And listen, it's going to be a relationship. If you're going to buy somebody's house, and especially if they're giving you seller financing, you may know this person for or have some interrelationship with them for many, many years. So this is sort of the start of a relationship, that very first opening call. So it's great to make a first impression. Sometimes when you can build humor, it's always great. Lynette and I were at this wedding over the weekend, and they had a really elaborate cake. This thing was like, I don't know, 3 feet tall and had just the right frosting and everything. It was so delicious. And, I try to watch it. So I had a little piece, and Lynette and I were sitting at this table, and she kept going back. And she kept going back and getting more cake, and they would keep cutting her pieces. And I saw him kind of smiling when when she was getting her cake, the guy who was serving the cake. And so she kept going back, and she got like 3 or 4 pieces. She stays in such good shape with pickleball, she doesn't have to ever worry about it. So she stays really thin, and the cake was really good. But finally I just had to say, honey, aren't you embarrassed? I mean, going back and just getting piece after piece after piece. I know the cake's good, but gosh, I would be so embarrassed if that was me. And she said, oh, don't worry about it. I just keep telling them it's for you. So that's a joke. So I don't know if you laughed or not, but that's an old joke. I actually looked it up under Reader's Digest Top 100 Jokes. So you can always find some jokes, right, on the internet. And that one is, if you look up, I think it's almost the first thing when you type in old joke. What do you get? You get this Reader's Digest Top 100 Jokes of all time. So there's some pretty funny ones in there. A young girl, she's 18 years old, and she brings home this guy to meet her folks. And he is a rough looking character. He's got tattoos and piercings and wearing big black boots and ripped jeans. And the mother, after a little while, takes the daughter aside, and she says, my dear, isn't this guy look pretty rough to you? I mean, I don't know. And she said, oh, come on. How could he be rough when he's doing 500 hours of community service? Okay, so that's another joke. Boom, boom. Okay, so guys, a couple jokes today. I used to actually, when I started doing these, I actually told jokes. And I try to tell a joke a day, just because it does put you in a certain mindset. So if you can use a joke now, part of your calls is always going to be your bio, your real estate bio, and that's always going to fall right in a point where you want to build rapport with your customer. So that's a time to, if you can, insert a joke without losing credibility. One of our students, her last name was Chisholm. And so this isn't some huge, hilarious laugh out loud joke, but she says, Chisholm, my name is Chisholm, just like the trail. It's not even that much of a joke, but it's something that maybe would make someone smile. And of course, Lynette actually gets some pretty good chuckles when she says she's doing her bio and she goes, my name is Lynette Wolf, Wolf like the animal. But don't worry, I'm not an animal. And either she says that, and that usually will get a laugh, or she'll say, wolf, like the animal. Just picture a wolf howling, oh. And just the fact that she does it, even some of the real stiff sellers will break down and chuckle over that one. So, okay, I'll catch up with Tony. But you guys, if you can think of some good jokes, and if you can think of a joke that you can incorporate around your name, or some part, something you can incorporate into your bio, because remember, you're saying that you've lived there for a certain amount of time, you love the area, what do you do for your regular job, and then you buy and sell houses all around the area. So if you can work a joke in there somewhere, it's a good tip. All right, so I use humor. See, and it's, I don't want to just feel like you're using humor just to build rapport, which you are, but humor, it's just good for yourself too. Humor is good for your soul. When you can smile and laugh, it's really a big thing. Maybe some of you guys went out and saw that Barbie movie over the weekend, massive hit movie, set all kind of records. I guess that was pretty funny. I know Will Ferrell's in it, and I really like a lot of the people. Margot Robbie is one of my favorite actresses, so I think we're dying to go see it. So, but anything that makes you laugh out loud or smile is a good way to start your day. And a joke can be a good thing, and a joke can be good on your calls as well. So I use humor. See, I don't like saying I using humor just because it's like using it, but I enjoy humor. Okay, I enjoy humor in my life. I enjoy humor. Yes. Okay, let's just do that. I enjoy humor. As simple as that affirmation is. Let's do it always 3 times on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I enjoy humor. I enjoy humor. Oh, that's terrible. I like to laugh. Let's do that. Okay, I like to laugh. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I like to laugh. I like to laugh. I like to laugh. Yes. Okay. So laugh when you can. Brightens your day, brightens your load. And if you can make other people laugh, that's a great gift. So if you're naturally humorous, definitely start to incorporate that into your presentations. And if you're not naturally humorous, I mean, don't be a stiff. If you're saying a joke and everybody's groaning, if it's hurting your rapport and credibility, I mean, be careful with it. Check it out with a couple of friends first before you start saying it to all your customers. But I do really encourage using humor in your presentation. So, hey, good morning, Tony. Good morning, Vince. Hey, great to see you, Vince and R. Good morning from Houston, and of course Isabel's here. So great to see you guys. We're gonna keep it short and sweet today. So let's do our deep breathing. We did our affirmations. Nice deep breath in. Hold it a little bit and let it go. Okay, another deep breath in. Smiling. It's always good. Put a smile or a laugh on your, it definitely brightens your mood. One more. Smile. Come here, baby. Here's the little one that makes me smile. Is Willow. Yeah, good little girl. Come here, baby. Yeah, she's such a good girl. Oh, you can barely see her. So, but she's always one that gets a smile on our face. All right, so have a great day. And until I see you tomorrow, this was a little bit lighter today, which is nice. Not always heavy duty training. So I'll see you 24 hours from now. Until then, keep expecting success, getting awesome training, and of course, taking lots of action.